In this video, we can find the current through the 2 ohm resistor of a network that is shown, that is this resistor, using superposition theorem. So what is superposition theorem? Superposition theorem basically tells us to consider each source separately. So how many sources we have? We are having a 3 ampere source, a 12 volt source, and a 6 volt source. So each source need to be considered separately. And as we are considering each source separately, we need to analyze the circuit each time separately. So first, we can consider the 3 ampere source and read out the circuit accordingly. So considering 3 ampere source, what happens is that we need to replace all the sources with its internal resistance and consider the particular source alone. So this 6 volt source and this 12 volt source will be replaced by its internal resistance, that is 0. So we are having 4 ohm in series with this. Then after that, I am having my source, that is 3 ampere, and having my 2 ohm source, and here it is that 12 volt is also short circuited. Finally the circuit will be coming like this. Now we can use current divider rule to find the current through the 2 ohm source. So current through the 2 ohm we can take as I of 2 ohm is equal to 3 divided by 2 plus 4 into the opposite resistance, that is 4. That is 12 divided by 6, that is equal to 2. So 2 ampere current will be going through this 2 ohm source due to this. So our case 1, that is considering 3 ampere source, the current through 2 ohm source is 2 ampere. Now we can consider the second case. The second case we can consider the 12 volt source. Okay, so considering 12 volt source, again we can replace all the sources. The 6 volt source can be short circuited and the 3 ampere source need to be open circuited. So this is 4 ohm, 6 volt is short circuited. I'm having the 3 ampere will be open circuited, so the path won't exist anymore. This is my source of 12 volt and this is my 2 ohm source. So this is my 2 ohm, this is my 12 volt. So current will be going in the clockwise direction due to this 12 volt source. So the total current will be 12 divided by 2 plus 4 because 2 and 4 are in series. So this I will be equal to 12 divided by 4 plus 2, that is equal to 2 ampere again. Okay, so first two cases are considered. Now we can go to the third case, that is considering the third voltage source, that is 6 volt. So again, when you are considering the 6 volt, all the other two sources, that is 12 volt source and 3 ampere source, can be replaced by its internal resistance. So 3 ampere source can be removed again. So this is the circuit, 4 ohm, 6 volt, 12 volt is short circuited and 2 ohm is coming like this. This 6 volt. The current due to this case will be going in the anti-clockwise direction because the positive is here and negative is here. The current will going in this direction. Okay, so the current I in this case will be I is equal to 6 divided by 4 plus 2 because 4 and 2 are in series, that is 1 ampere. Okay. So as you see here, one current is going in the downward direction, that is 2 ampere is going in downward direction. This 2 ampere is going in the upward direction, that is this direction. Okay, again 1 ampere is coming down in this direction. Okay, so according to superposition theorem, the current through this 2 ohm will be the combination of these three currents, that is this 2 ampere, this 2 ampere and this 1 ampere. So we need to consider the effects of all these three together, and according to that we can write that current through 2 ohm is equal to the combination of all these three values together. So current coming down can be taken as positive and the current going up can be taken as negative. Okay, so 2 ampere and 1 ampere is coming down. So 2 plus 1 is coming down and 2 is going up. So 2 plus 1 minus 2, that is 1 ampere. Therefore, the value of current through the 2 ohm resistance by superposition theorem we have obtained easily by using these three cases separately, that is 12 volt, 3 ampere and 6 volt source considerations. Thank you.